Back in my childhood days, me and friend, we used to watch a lot of Yoruba movies based on Orunmila. It used to be a song that I really like so much, and I still remember that song to these days. It goes like this. I wouldn't sing because I'm not sure if I remember the whole part of the song, but it's a little bit I still remember, which I actually sing on a daily basis. Well, not on a daily basis, but sometimes I just sing it. So the song goes like, part of the song goes like this. Orunmila baba Ifá la obe, Orunmila la obo, Ifá la obe, Orunmila la obo. We used to, me and my friend back in the days, well, in our childhood days, obviously, we used to sing this song, which is an awesome song. We were being provided with a lot of very sensible films or movies or theater, if you like. Were more stage play when I was growing up than what we witnessing now, you know. So yeah, and I still remember this song. This formed the basis of what I'm about to talk about regarding Orunmila. Orunmila is like you're saying, who is Orunmila? Or what is Orunmila? Like I always say in the video, I always like to deal with what first before we start dealing with who, if at all there's any who, you know. But what actually clarifies much better than what who is, you know. So because when you start talking about who, then you start dealing with more physical manifestation of things, you know, and that's understandable in that sense, you know. But everything always comes from the spirit world, from the spiritual aspect of things anyway. So who is Orunmila? Orunmila is that energy that resides in the uppermost part of our bodily system. Of our bodily system. It's kind of located around the pineal. Well, I think just around here. What's that again? Is that the third eye area? If I get that right, I'm not sure, but it's located in that kind of area. It has to do with psychic ability and intuition. So plus all this stuff, you know, I can't remember. I mean, I can't think of right now, but it's located in that area that has to do with psychic ability, the intuition, you know, the instinctiveness that are actually very intrinsic to childlike faculty. Like they always say to us that for you to get to the kingdom of God, you have to be childlike. Yeah, you have to have the mind of a child, and that's very true. So that's why they say Orunmila, you know, my heaven. Orun means heaven, or the heavenly place. My Orunmila, my heaven is clear. Orunmila, Ela is that deity that has to do with the how you can get to the spiritual, to the heavenly realm. Yeah, so Orunmila, Mila, in my heaven is clear. The pathway of heaven or the internal peace is clear, which means I'm balanced. So Orunmila gives you that intuition, intuitive. You have get that right. So the intuition to do things, to connect to your childlike faculty, to be more instinctive, to have that innate power, the innate character to deal with a mundane aspect of things. Orunmila caters to more spiritual aspect of things. So yeah, so on a who level, that's what I can remember, or what Orunmila is. On a what level? Now on a who level, who is Orunmila? Orunmila is being depicted as a male, just like Shango and Ogun and Eshu and Obatala. They've been depicted as a male. Some devotees actually says that Orunmila and Obatala are not really Orishas, you know. This video is not meant to dispute that, yeah, because the video is about, is to recognize the internal Orunmila within all of us, which we all have. We all have intuition, right? We all have instinctiveness, right? We all have innate ability to do things, right? We all have that childlike. Yeah, we all act like a child. We all have the mind faculty of a child. We have a lot of us are born with that, but majority of us now, all these qualities are just being dormant based on years of programming, on the kind of stuff that we choose to do with ourselves, that now render all these things it's like in hibernation, if you like in hibernation. But that doesn't mean they're not there. But it's like a sleep. They are asleep, but they're there. Those faculties are still there. They are intrinsic. Yeah, they are gifts that's being we've been gifted with all these skills and abilities. Some of them just much sharper, much more sharper in some people than the others. But that doesn't mean we all don't have it. We all have these qualities. So Orunmila. So based on who is Orunmila? Orunmila is being depicted according to Yoruba life science as a male, but that male has to do with the one that actually teaches wisdom, the one that actually talks about how you can get knowledge and how you can now transfer the essence of knowledge into wisdom. Orunmila is in this area. That's why Orunmila is located around the third eye, the section between the two physical eyes. So which actually links to the pineal organ, the pineal gland. So so Orunmila is this area. The devotees of Orunmila, they always wear white. They more like into sacredness, the sacred babalawo, things that has to do with secretive aspect of things. And it's about the secretion as well, the secretion of the pineal organ, because the organ secretes some hormones, that has to do with intuition, So if we need to recognize what Orunmila is, we have to keep our Orunmila energy much more alive by feeding our body with the right food, things that can help us to maintain our psychic ability, things that can actually connect us back to the source, that can be like a gateway to how we can get back to the source, through our the higher mental faculty, the way we think, our thought process. Orunmila is linked, correspond to Teuti of ancient Kemet, and Teuti has to do with the deity of writing. So Orunmila has to do with the deity, like that things that keeps record. So which has to do with memory. And how we've been gifted to be able to write things down, and have some serious memory with it. So food that actually enhance memory is quite good to link us to the faculty of Orunmila, which is within all of us. Always remember, the kingdom of God, the kingdom of eternalness, the kingdom of heaven is within. You can reach that by becoming Orunmila, which is, you can reach that by becoming a child, by having that childlike faculty, because children came to this world, they're very, very close to the spirit world. They just got here, so they're very, very intuitive. Children are very intuitive. They can feel things, they can see things that majority of us can't see. And we used to be like that until later things happen, we get programmed, years of programming, then we start, all these qualities start becoming dormant in us. But that doesn't mean it's not there. So for you to become Orunmila, you have to go back to the source. You have to start going back to the source. You have to start becoming like a child again. You have to see things for what it is. You have to be more childlike. You have to, so which will connect you to your intuition. To be able to make decisions and connect to the spirit world again. It's like returning back to barrier, back to where you came from, back to the 0 point. So one of the ways to do that is to have your pineal organ functioning, the melanin aspect functioning, to feed your melanin properly. Dr. Leila, Dr. Laila Africa, the great man, has done incredible work over the years talking about melanin. So many people, you know. So well, that's in the people that lives in the other part of the world, you know. Dr. Carol Barnes, Dr. Jet Pukram, so many people have done so much work, and I don't even have to talk about the traditional Babalawo that doesn't need to write things in a book. They do things differently. So if you get a chance to sit with this Babalawo, they will tell you what Orunmila is all about. They will tell you what your pineal organ is all about. Right? You don't have to call it pineal organ. In Yoruba science, we call it Oju Inu. Yeah, Oju Inu is your inner eye. Yeah, your inner eye, you know. The first eye, really, the one that's really feel things and say things, you know. So that's the Oju Inu. Oju means eye, Inu means inner. So it's like talking about inner self. That's why they always say children are innocent. Like if somebody say you're innocent, it means that you're like a child. You know, so when people say I'm innocent, it's like you're saying you're trying to connect to your inner sense on a deeper level. That's what you're saying. So that's just Oju, you know. That's what they call the pineal, the third area, the pineal organ area, the melanin center area as Oju, you know, the door to the gateway, the door that leads the gateway. I mean the door, which is the gateway that leads to the essence of inner self, where your ancestor resides. You know, that connects you back to your heart again, which is ruled governed by the Ogun energy. So everything works together, you know. And Orunmila is kind of linked to Ifa as well, you know. It's almost impossible to talk about Ifa without talking about Orunmila, you know. So that song, that things like Orunmila Baba Ifa la obe Orunmila la obo. You see, they say Ifa is the oracle. Ifa is that oracle. It's almost like Google today. Ifa leads these Babalawos to war has happened, what will happen, and things that needs to be done. So this Babalawo will reach the spirit world through the Ifa divination system, but it's all connected to Orunmila. So a lot of Babalawo trying to, they train their psychic ability, the intuition, you know. They always trying to link Orunmila to get to Ifa. I mean, it's both ways, you know. If I work constructively, cooperatively, effectively, efficiently with Orunmila, so it's almost like you can't separate the two. It's almost like they're one and the same. So yeah, so Orunmila governs that area, that higher level of thinking, higher the psychic ability, the ability to say things before it happens, you know. Orunmila governs this area. So but like I said, on a U level, the energy is being described as a male energy, but in reality we all have it, you know, both male and female. So all these orishas, including Orunmila, if you say that way, reside in all of us. Even if you kind of disagree that Orunmila is not orisha, that's still all well and good. But all these things are all inside of us. We all have psychic ability, you know. Even if it's dormant, it's still there, you know. So the choice is to wake it up, to make it active again, or to let it remain dormant. It's always choice that people have to make. So like I said, if Orunmila devotees always, some of them put on white clothes as well, just like they do in Obatala as well. And it's very kind of common to the Yabiye, which are the women that has to do with the actually some devotees of Oshun and Yemoja as well, that has to do with the helping pregnant women, you know, helping women to conceive, to get pregnant, and helping them to have a safe delivery, if you like, the physical manifestation of the soul into of the soul, you know, onto the physical plane, you know. So that's just about it about Orunmila. This is Omoagbametala. Yeah, much love to the Orunmila people out there.